So, as you're learning about student government and you're learning about all the information that's presented to you in these conferences, you have to remember that the Mscsa has been around for quite a while, and that Minsku as a body has been around for quite a while. So there's two separate sets of 20 years of experience and information that you're being exposed to, and um, so just be patient. You know, just be
Yeah,
patient and keep doing what you're doing. You
I
just keep
know.
asking questions,
Yep.
taking your notes, and listening. And that's all. Like, it's not any. There are so many things in life that it's not any more complicated than that. Ask
Right.
questions, show up, be enthusiastic.
Sure.
That's it.
So, oh,
Any other questions?
you said it's been around for 20 years?
Well, the Minsky system used to be different, and I want to say that it was. I don't know what year it was created. I want to say it was created in the 80s or 90s, so maybe the.
Mm.
And then in terms of MSCSA I think is they got to be getting close to 20 years, or maybe they're a little bit longer than 20 years. I'm not sure.
Okay, so the MSCS
I'd have to go.
is older than the
Well, here, let me.
it's older than the MESCU
Well,
in
no, they
terms
should
of
be about this. They
establishment.
should be about the same, but one might be older than the other. So I guess is all I'm saying. But let's see here. No, I don't want to log in.
No, cause like
Screw it.
for the free time,
I wonder if it says in here.
it's been really great.
Do you have
Actually,
the annual report in there?
on the report concerning.
The little. Remember, it was like a little brochure.
Okay, I think let me check over right here. I have a lot of brochures here, but I don't really know what it means. I like this one, meeting management for beginners.
Nope.
This one
But Jason's awesome.
is can-
Well, you know what, Charles?
what?
Let's just go ask somebody.
Can try to figure it out on my own, right?
Well, if you wanna do your thing.
I mean, I'm just gonna.
No, I don't
looking-
think I don't think you've got
You
it.
don't think it's
Although
got it?
maybe this has got a survival guide. Resources.
Mm, Is this something like handbook?
Flannery, what year was the association founded? What? Yeah. What year was the association founded?
Well, we were first Mscsa,
Okay.
the Minnesota Community College.
Go ahead. Just
Are you recording me?
yeah. Well, we were talking about different things because
Yeah.
Okay.
this is instructional,
Okay.
and I didn't know the answer, and we tried to look it up in the book. So
The
go
organization
ahead.
was first like there was two. There was MCCSA, the Minnesota Community College Student Association, and then there was MTCSA, the Minnesota Technical College Student Association, and they combined together in '98 to become MSCSA, the Minnesota State College Student Association.
And the Minsku system itself, when did that come about? Was that earlier 90s, like two
Yeah,
or three?
yeah, it was like 90, maybe even 96, 95. And they were original. Also, they had a board for the technical colleges, and they had a board for the community colleges, and they had a board
Oh.
for the universities.
Oh, those
And
kind
they
of.
all came
The
together
Minsku system office, when
into
people talk about
and
the
they
system
all
office.
came
Yeah,
in together
yeah.
as the Minnesota State colleges and universities system,
So
MINSCU.
they're no longer like separate.
Right, they're all combined
They're all
into
combined
one.
The,
into
on,
one.
the, o- the
Yeah.
only separate one is the U of M now.
Yes,
and
that's
private.
the reason
and
that U
privates.
of M is their own, because they existed before Minnesota was ever even a state. So the University of Minnesota is their own thing.
The own thing. Okay.
Yep. And then they also have the private colleges, and there is also a student organization that represents the private colleges. And I don't know their acronym off of hand, but Amanda Scorch can tell you all about it. She used to be the chair.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Neat.
yeah.
So
I
which
think
one
in
came
Minnesota
first?
really they don't have. I think we're like pretty original as far
So
as
the
our
men's
student
team-
organization like ours. So.
So Mscsa came before the Mscsa.
Yes, yes. And
When
MSCSA is not affiliated with Minsky.
Mscsa.
No, we represent the students in Minsky of the community colleges, but we are not a part of Minsky, where it's separate. And MSCSA as an organization is funded through the state legislation.
We're
it's
a
a state.
nonprofit that gets money from the government to
From the
operate.
government.
So it's written as a state law that 2-year college students pay, the 31 cents per credit.
Yeah,
to
if you
the
look on your
association.
tuition bill under fees, you'll see an MSCSA fee or a student government fee or something
I
like
forget what exactly it says, but you
Yeah,
can tell
well,
what it is.
yeah,
it's
we'll try
31
to-
cents
Yep.
per credit.
Try to 1 cent of credit. Yeah, we'll try to be checking there on that information. Yeah, most of the time we don't really look at these things unless issue come up, So yeah, we'll try to look at that.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
It's funny because I've had students at the college come to me and say, I don't pay fees. And I say, sure you do. And they say, no, I pay tuition. And it's, no. There's tuition, and then there are the fees. It's, well, I'm not.
Which are under the umbrella of tuition.
Yeah, so, I mean, but then you show them. And, like, I remember one guy, I told him he paid a parking fee, and he's like, I shouldn't have to. I ride the bus. And he got really upset when I showed him that he was actually paying this fee. And like he started yelling at me, like literally, we're at the computer, like he was studying, we started talking, and I says, well, here, I'll show you. And then he's yelling at me about why the heck is he paying this parking fee, and I'm gonna go talk to at the time this guy was our code of conduct officer, and it was like a guy in the administration that he liked because he viewed him as an ally or whatever. And so he went to that guy, and then that guy explained to him not only that he did pay the fee and had to pay the fee, but he was going to continue to pay the fee because the parking fee is not just for parking. The parking fee is for all the groundskeeping. So the shoveling of the walks and throwing the salt and the sand out there. Just like
Fixing the cracks.
you pay a technology fee. You pay a technology fee whether you ever log into a college computer
or not.
because there's technology costs associated and the best way for them to spread out the cost for their budgets is to do it kind of on that per credit fee basis. It's how all their other budgeting works. Okay. How's that sound?
Great. I mean, get some new information, learn new things. Yeah, I was kind of concerned about the parking lots fees too. Like my first year, I had issues about that. I was wondering. But then I never had car. So I was thinking. I mean, I don't have car. Why am I paying the fee?
And now
So
you know.
it's more than just parking fees.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of little ones, and if you look at what they all pay for, it makes sense why they created or didn't. Now, in some of these workshops, they've been talking about that charting the future document.
Charting the future document.
Do you remember that at all? Well, anyway, even if you don't remember, one of the discussions among the students in the association and then at the Minsky board and the legislature is, are there services that we could partner together on that will give us a discount overall and allow us to maybe eliminate some of those fees and costs. You didn't go to President's Group with me, but when I was in President's Group, the student from
it was today, right?
no, yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, it was last night at 7. There was a student from Ridgewater College who talked about how the fees are a part of their tuition consultation, and he, because he's brought to light all these different fees, they're finding out more and more that the bureaucratic cost of charging these fees is almost more costly than the fees they're collecting. Does that make sense? And so there are ways for them to ask students to either purchase additional things for class or, like, you know what I mean? There's ways that sometimes with these fees that you can change how you're operating and eliminate them, Anyways,
Yeah.
cool. Well, I think I should have a cigarette too.
Okay.
So you just gonna hang out here?
Yeah. Trying to check my emails
Okay.
and then do some communication. I had a friend. I
All
have
right.
to call him.